Hello, this is Dr. Yon. Well, we are going to learn how to download dataset and how to clean your dataset and how to join your data table to your layer. Okay, we are going to learn three things. You need to pay attention to watch this video because previously your teacher or your professor gave you like the layers and the data tables, right? Then you use it. But in the future, you are going to download your own data set from somewhere, usually Census Bureau, some other data source, or you also need to find out your layer as well. So this time, I'm going to tell you how to download data, clean up data, and join your data table to your layer. Okay? In the video, there are many stuff in it, so you need to watch carefully. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go on the Google, then I just say Census Bureau. Then if you see like here, do not click the Census Bureau, click the Explore Census Data. You click this like this, and then if you click the View Tables, you will see like this. Okay, this is you are going to download data table such as populations, as you can see here, or some many other data set. There are 30,788 results in here, right? So then I'm going to click here again, Google. Then I will say Tiger and census. Then you will see like this. Then I will click the tiger line shapefile, Census Bureau. So Census Bureau provided two different types of the data set. One is your data table, another one is your layer, the shapefile. So you are going to download 2019 data table, 2019 shapefile together. The same year must be the same year. So for example, if you download 2020 data table population, then you download 2019 or 18 layer, then you try to join the data table to 2019 or 18 layer, then it will cause some errors. Okay? So I strongly recommend you to download the same year data tables and data layer. Okay? So first of all, let's go here, 2019. I selected 2019, web interface. And I'm going to select 2019 again. And I'm going to select census tracts and submit. Then it asks you to select your state. So we are living in the state of Ohio. Click here. Then I'm going to click download. Then here you need to select your own folder, right? So here census tract 2019. If you save it, you're gonna have the same data. Okay? So I'm going to save it. So it's a saving here, right? Then we are going back to the census data table here. We are going to download the educational attainment in 2019 5-year estimate. Before we download something, we need to go to filter first. Go to filter, and then I'm going to select year, and I'm going to select 2019. So you can see here 2019 we set up. Then we go geography, and then we go census tract, right? Then it asks you state Ohio. I'm going to click Ohio, right? Then I'm going to, if you click everything, then we got 88 county in the state of Ohio. If you do that, you can download entire census tract in Ohio. but we are going to download Cuyahoga County here, right? Click like here. Then it says you can also select like the one census tract, two census tract, but this time I'm going to select all census tract within the Cuyahoga County, right? Then if you go here, you say done. Click like done. Then now you go here and you say educational attainment here. Click this. So now here that says it's too large to download. So we are going to just click the download here. So before we download, let's see what kind of stuff we have. Education attainment here, American Community Survey 2019, like this. So we are going to download this file. Okay? There are many different types of education attainment file, right? S1501 and by sex 18 years old, by sex educational attainment over 25, and that means like the male and female. This is the all together. So we are going to download education attainment for the population 25 years and over. Click this. Then it will say it's too large to download. Oh, it's okay. So it shows us like this. It means this is your headings. And there's like the estimations and the margin of errors, estimation and the margin of errors. Okay? So we are going to download that file. So click this. And wait a minute. No, sorry about that. So we are going to download the education attainment for the population 25 years and over. So we go here. We're gonna click this, not this. We're gonna click this. Click this. And then CSV. Right? HCS 5-year estimate detail table B10 B15003 in 2019 CSV file, and then I'm going to download this, and we are preparing your files download. So now we are going to download this, save it. So now this is the data that I downloaded from that. I'm going to delete this one, same thing. I download twice. So this is your layer. This is your table. So I'm going to unzip these things. Close it. So I'm also going to unzip. Close it. Okay, so you need to remember how to download data table from the Census Bureau. You need to remember how to download data layer from the Census Bureau. Okay, so now I'm going to go to QGIS. So something like this. Then now going to go iDrive here, and it seems like where are my, here we go. So this folder and this folder. So if you download this, you will see many files. Don't worry about it, just using this one, first one. So if you put these things here, don't worry about this. So now you have the census tract in state Ohio. So open the attribute table like this. So we have the Geo ID. You know that, right? Geo ID. And then we have some other information like this. Right? So you just download the raw shapefile from the Census Bureau. Okay? Then I'm going to see the data file from here. So if you look at here, you have the data file. One is data with, one is the metadata, one is the data log, data information. This is the data ID, education attainment, like this. And then metadata, it will shows you like this. Data here, this is the estimation, this is the margin of error, data names, your headings, like this. Okay, then I'm going to open our data set. So this is our data set, right? So this is the data name, this is the data descriptions, like this, right? Okay, so this is the ID, this is the also ID. In the it shows you like the what census tract, Cuyahoga County, like this. And now I'm going to show you something here. So then now we have, what else? Census tract. This is our data set right here. So I'm going to open attribute table of this, right? And I'm going to also open attribute table of this, like this, these two. So let me find that here. So we got like this. So this is from your data layer, and this is from your data table. So what we need to do, we need to put this information, we need to join this information to here, right? Then we can see what census tract has what kind of information, like the education attainment, right? So I want to see like the bachelor's, master's, and PhD and professional, right? But if we see here, we got total, margin of errors, total, we have some unnecessary information, like for example, like the margin of errors, we don't need it. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up your data set in order to join to your layers. Okay, so this is kind of like the Excel skills stuff. So first of all, from your layer, as you can see here, this is kind of the unique identifiers. So based on this, we are going to join the data set. But in our data table, there's no such stuff. No, like the 3900177010, something like this. But similarly, we have something here. So it seems like after US 3903510340, something like here. It seems like we need to split this data, right? So this is our data. right? So you need to pay attention to here. I'm going to click this one, right click, insert. Then I will say Geo ID, and I will also say we are going to delete one of those because you don't need two headings. We just need one headings. But after we clean up and manipulate this one, then we are going to do that. So you type equal. Before you do equal, we click this. Then I will count how many digits we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 digit unique identifiers. So I'm going to make equal and right and parenthesis, click this, comma, and then we counted 11 and close parenthesis and enter. Then we selected 11 digits from the right. We selected 11 digits from the right. That's why we say here this cell A3, then 11 digit right. Then it shows like this. Then you put the cursor here, make the small cross and double click it like this. Then Control C. Then go to cursor on the top, right click and paste a spatial and only values. Okay. Then we don't have any formula behind these numbers. Okay? We good? Then we don't need this thing. We're gonna delete them. So then now, next thing is we need to get rid of all these marginal errors. Of course, you can delete like this, delete, select like this, and then delete. That is very, very, it take the time, and then it can make the your mistake. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here, and then you press down, shift and control, and right arrow and down arrow. We good? Then Control C. So you copy the entire data set. Then you're gonna go next tab, then right click, paste the spatial, and we are going to select Transpose and click OK. So that now we can see here it transposed, right? Then what I'm going to do, I click here, go to data, and then sendings, yes, sort. Then you can see here on your estimate here and down the marginal errors. I'm going to select all these marginal errors, and on here right click, delete them. Then we are going to click here and then shift control, press down, hold, then right arrow, down arrow. We selected the whole data set. Then Control C, right? Then we go here, paste the spatial, transpose, something like this, right? But so you can see like we got everything here, but here it's not order. Not basically, it's not the order, right? Look at this, right? So what I'm going to do, so usually you need to move this thing to the back and like this place, because this is 9. Then you will need to say 10, 11, 12, something like this. But it's very confusing, right? So I'm going to here again, go back. So I'm going to go here. We are going to change the number. Here. That's right. Actually, we can go like here. We can go like this. Because we are going to only need the higher education stuff, right? Right? So we are going to go just make the mark. So we need, here we go. We need a bachelor's degree. Go to home and make the yellow. And doctorate degree, make yellow. Master's degree, make it yellow. And what else we got here? The professional, right? So then now I'm going to move these things to the end. So I'm going to select everything here, then make like this. So everything getting smaller. Then now I go here a little bit. So these two, you can move like this. You can move like this. You can move like this. Okay, then delete them. Delete the empty cell. Delete. Delete. Then I will see here. Then I will say BA, PhD, and MA, and professional, and right. So we have, this is total, right? So we will say total. So then now we are going to, okay, maybe insert this MA here, and I'm going to delete them. Then I'm going to insert, then I'm going to equal sign sum, and then I will here go back to the here, from click here and shift control and right arrow, right? Then you go here, close parenthesis, enter. So then now you are having this number, aggregate all of these things. Then you make the small cross, double click it. Then you have all the number. So then now you select it like this, Control C, right click, paste special, values, OK. Right? And this one is under higher education. I would say under higher education, something like this. Then I'm going to delete everything until here. Delete them. Right click, delete. So then now we do not need these extra headings. I'm going to delete them. Then we do not need to have the colors. No fill. So like this. This is our data. right? So this is too long. I will say just UNHEDU. That will be fine. So we manipulate, we clean up and manipulate data, right? So then now I'm going to open new Excel spreadsheet. Here like this. Then I'm going to click, hold, press down, shift and control, right arrow and down arrow, and control C. And then you're gonna copy and paste on your new Excel spreadsheet. Just click here and control V. So everything is here. So I'm going to save this, save as, browse, like the iDrive, GIS class, summer, assignment 3, census tract 19. I will say this is in the data, so data edu, and I will save it. So I'm going to click here. I will change that, data edu. Then I'm going to save it. Okay. Then now we cannot use this, right? So I'm going to close it, and I'm going to remove this. Remove layer. Yes. Here we got the data edu. If you cannot see that, you just refresh them. Then I'm going to down here. So I'm going to open our attribute table. So Geo ID total, like this. We can do this, right? So this is census tract. We are going to open like this. So what we are going to do, we are going to put this data, join this data to here based on 2 Geo ID. Okay, based on 2 Geo ID, right? So we are going to join this data table to our layer. Okay, so for other GIS software, they really cares about the text and numeric value. So these things is numeric value. This thing is a text value because all the values on the left hand side. If this value is right hand side, that's gonna be numeric value. Okay, so in other GIS software, you cannot join text value unique identifier with numeric value unique identifier, even though they look same. But this time, this is text, this is also text. In the QGIS, the beauty of QGIS, they don't really care text and numeric value. So that means this is text. If this value is on the right hand side is a numeric value, still you can join them. But the ArcMap, you cannot join them. You need to convert to one of them. Maybe if it is the numeric, if it is a text, maybe you need to convert this text value into numeric, then you can join them. Okay? So join function is pretty much easy. Very, very easy. So here Geo ID, 2 Geo IDs. Remember 2 Geo ID. We are going to join these two tables based on this Geo ID. Okay, I'm going to close it. So join always start from the layer that require data set. Here, this one has Geo ID but has no data, no educational attainment in here. So we are going to join from here. We double click it. Then you can see the join here, right? So you can see nothing here, right? So I'm going to click plus sign, right? So I started from here. That's why it shows us like the data table here. So join field is Geo ID, and the target field and this Geo ID. So which means this join field belongs to data table. Okay, target field, this Geo ID belongs to this layer, right? So we are going to join this table based on these two Geo ID. Then now, as you can see here, custom field name prefix. Then I click this, then I'm going to delete them. Because if you don't delete this, okay, let me show you why we need to delete this, okay? I'm not going to check this one, and I'm going to click OK, and OK. Then nothing happens. Then I'm going to open attribute table. Then you can see here like this, right? So here, these things always come here. So we are going to delete this part, okay? So you can always want to go to property, join, and then we already hear the join here, but we're gonna go remove the join. Click OK. Then if you go here, we'll remove the join. Okay. Then now we are going to join. Again, we are going to join this data table to this layer, but as you remember, this data table is for the Cuyahoga County. Let's take a look here. So only 39035. This is all the Cuyahoga County, right? But this one is entire Ohio, right? So what we can do, there are two different ways. You can only go here, property, and just join, go here, and Geo ID and Geo ID, go here, delete them, and click OK. Then OK. Then nothing happened here. Right click, go to attribute table. Then we can see here data's here, but the value is null. And you are starting worrying about this. Then you can see here some here. Why is that? What's happening here? Why is no value here? It is because our data table is Cuyahoga County. Our census tract data layer is entire Ohio. So it only joins Cuyahoga counties. So what we can do, we can select only Cuyahoga counties and export it, right? Right? So here, if you go here, if you click something like this, and then everything is null value, then you can down something here, from here to all the way down, press hold shift key and click here. Then now we can see we got only Cuyahoga County here, right? Then you can right click, export, and then save selected features, which means you select only this. So that means you are going to export only this part, not entire things. So I'm going to save selected feature as yet the Esri shapefile. That means Cuyahoga track edu, and I'm going to save these things to my iDrive GIS class. Census tracks here. Then I'm going to save in here and click OK. So then now just remove the layer. Let's take a look at this first. So here we got all the data here, right? All the data here, right? Then maybe we can remove this. Then right click and zoom to layer. So we like this. Then now I don't like this. I don't like the this part. I want to remove this part. How we can remove this part? I click this. I selected this one. Right click. And I'm going to go attribute table. Then I selected this part, right? So it has no information about this. What are they? Let's take a look at here. This is like the airport. This is the industrial area. But this point, at this moment, I'm going to only remove, deselect, and I'm going to only select this part. And I'm going to open the attribute table here. Then I want to flip invert selection. If you click this, then we select only this part except for this. So then now we are going to export this layer selected feature as, I'm going to save this thing here and edu2 and save it, write this and click OK. Then I uncheck this one. Then now we got only this part. So go to zoom to layer, right? So then now we are going to see attribute table. So we are going to see this one. You're gonna go symbologies, right? And graduate color. The value will be BA, right? Classify like this. Apply, and I don't like that color, so what else? So, what is? Something like this, right? Or, so then now we can actually calculate the percentages like here. Go to properties, like this. Then we're gonna click the equation things, expressions. So I'm going to do them. So we're gonna go field and values, then BA, the bachelor's, divided by total, and multiply 100. Then up, then click OK, and classify again, something like this. Maybe I'm going to make the full classes here. That will be much better. So apply and OK. Right? Then actually I want to put the city names on here, right? So if you go to your assignment 2, you have the cities in the Cuyahoga County. You know, then just put this in here, and then I'm going to export this thing to my this folder. So Cuyahoga cities. You can also download the Cuyahoga County subdivisions from the Tiger. Okay, so I'm going to save it and click OK. So I'm going to remove this. So everything here, I'm going to go symbologies and going to go simple lines. I want to make the one maybe 0.5 will be enough. Click OK. Yes, it's a hollow. Then I'm going to go property and okay, single. Yep. Okay. Then do you remember how we can do the label stuff? Cuyahoga County cities, go to the label and one single labels, names like this, and then color. What color will be good for this? Something like this. Maybe make it bold, right? Size maybe 8, 9. Then the formatting, and apply this, and then we're gonna go one character apply, and yeah, okay, right? So this is what I want. Okay, then same as before, you go app and OSM like this, right? Then I want to make a little bit like the transparent, this label, this the my layers. So go here and then go to symbol and click this. Then opacity will be something like the 50. Okay, apply. Too much? Maybe 70%, fine. Yeah, 70% is fine. We can do that, right? So then now you are going to make the new printout like this, and Cuyahoga County track, educational, attainments, too long, whatever. So like this, then we do here something like this. Right? Then what else we need to do? We need to put the legend, right? We're gonna put the legend in here. Maybe here. It could be here. So I'm going to go properties and click this, remove. Then here we go like this, and wait a minute. So this one we can remove this. Then I wanna remove this, this one too. I wanna say Cuyahoga census tract. Well, I just type it here. You just enter, then you can type that the bottom. Then I go back here. Then, yep, I think this one. So do we need to have this one? No, we don't need these things. I think this one can remove like this. We're good, right? So then now I think the legend is okay. And maybe here, just say percent. And we go here, so like the percent. Same thing here. We do some percent. We can do the percent here. Okay. So now we are fine here. Then what else we need to do? Text. Maybe map title here. Something like this. I'm going to go item properties. We say Cuyahoga County census tract, and font size will be 15, 20. Then enter. Educational attainments, right? We're gonna make it center, make a little bit large, right? So we good here. Then what else? We need to insert no zero on here, right? So I'm just using default. I'm going to put the scale bar here, the down, just like this, and I'm going to go to property, change the miles. Okay, so we're good here. What else we need to do here? Then now we may need to insert like the map element. So we're gonna go text box here. Maybe like this. So right click and go to item property. So first of all, I'm going to say data source and Census Bureau, right? And special reference will be NAD 83. So maybe next we are going to do some kind of the special reference stuff, but this time I'm just providing the special reference. And then your classification, method will be quantile. What else? And date. I'm doing these things. And name, minQyum, right? So then font size will be 12. Good. Maybe 13. 13 is, I think, is good. So I'm going to make a little bit smaller. Put this thing here, right? Yep. Then then you can just export this map and then attach on your Word document and submit it. Okay, so it's gonna be the same as your assignment, but you're not going to do census tract. You are going to do census block groups. So which means you are going to download the census block groups from block group data table, block group layer from the Census Bureau, and then do the same process. Okay, so it will be, then I'm going to give you, of course I'm going to give you the instructions. Okay, so it will be your pretty much the same as your assignment. Okay, I will see you later. Thank you.